Lots of people have heat bags but aren't using them in all the ways they could. So today I'm going to share with you 8 ways I use my heat bag on a daily basis. The number one way I use my Lavabag is for migraines. About once a month I get a migraine. I don't like to take medicine if I don't have to, so I like to use my heat bag. Now this heat bag probably looks a little different than your normal heat bag, and that's because this is actually a Lavabag. Most heat bags are filled with food like wheat, corn, or rice, and so that food gets heated up and it starts to stink and rot. But Lavabags are filled with lavasand, and so they don't ever stink. I like to keep my Lavabag in the freezer so it's always ready to go in case a migraine creeps up on me. And so I pull it out of the freezer, and there's 3 reasons I love to use my Lavabag for my migraines. Number one is for the weight. Usually I'm kind of like massaging my temples and stuff to try and get weight on my head for the migraine, but this takes care of the weight because the sand is heavy. Number 2 is it blocks out the light. I remember there was one time I had a migraine that was so bad that I actually vomited while we were out in the car, and it was a bright sunny day, and it was the first time I'd used it for my migraine. Anyway, I put it over my head and it blocked out all that sunlight because it's so heavy and thick. And I love it because when I block the light, then I love to just like mold the sand like that so that it doesn't like block my ability to breathe through my nose right here. It's really comfortable. Number 3 is for the cold. I don't know why migraines and colds go together, but it really does help, and I prefer cold over heat when I have a migraine. The second use for my Lavabag is for my back pain. And I recently really strained my back. I don't know exactly why, but it might be because I'm carrying 2 kids under 2 all the time, or because I'm staying up nursing like this, or because my kids told me I should go down the water slide, and I did, and it hurt really bad after. But I went to the chiropractor, and the number one way he said I should try and relax those muscles so they can heal is to put heat on it. So I love this bag. So I take this long bag, I drape it over my shoulder, and then when I lean back, usually like on my rocking chair, the stiffness of the sand and me leaning back just puts just the right pressure on my sore muscles. It's almost like I'm able to give myself a back massage, and the heat from the bag just kind of radiates into my back and helps me feel so much better. The number 3 way I love to use my Lavabag is for cold feet. Even with wool socks on in the winter, I still can't handle cold feet, especially when I'm trying to fall asleep at night. It's so distracting, and I just kind of lay in bed so angry that my feet are cold. So I love to take my Lavabag and just drape it over my feet. It's very comfortable, and I actually can just fall asleep with the bag over my feet because it helps them to get warm. I also, on that same note with the feet, this is still number 3, is I love to heat my bag up in the winter when we're gonna be going out on an outing as a family. I just throw it in the microwave as we're getting ready to go, and then I just keep it on my lap while the car's still cold. And as the bag is not as warm, the car warms up, and that really helps me when it's cold in the winter. Number 4 is labor. So that doesn't happen on a regular basis, but it did happen for me just 3 months ago. I was able to birth my 6th child, and he is so cute and adorable. I was really lucky that my labor pains weren't that bad until the very end, about 2 hours before he made his debut. And so I was actually laying on this bed laboring, and my cute husband told me that he would make me a nice long bag. This is the very one for my labor, and he's kind of a procrastinator. So I was actually on the bed laboring while he was busily sewing it, heating it up. I was going through a contraction, and I would say my pain level was at like a 7 or an 8, and I'm like moaning through the contraction, and he takes it and drapes it across my lower abdomen right here. And it was like the bag soaked up all my pain, and the heat radiated down into my contraction. And I'm not kidding, it went from like a 7 or an 8 to like a 2 or 3 pain level. It made such a difference. And by the time we got to the hospital, the baby was practically here, so I didn't get to use it as much in the hospital, but I was able to use it at home, and that was so nice in my labor. My number 5 way is for gut pain. I've struggled with gut pain for the last few years, and it usually comes unexpectedly after I've eaten and something's not digesting well. And so my favorite thing to do to handle that pain is I put my AirPods in and I turn on my favorite meditation video on YouTube. I've been doing that for a while, but I just recently started adding my Lavabag to soothe the pain, and I can't tell you the difference it makes. It relaxes me so much between the pressure and the heat that I'm able to actually fall asleep. And when I wake up, then the pain is gone because I've been able to relax through it, and it's amazing. My number 6 way is when I'm pregnant, I have pain with my sciatic nerve, and if you haven't had it before, it's just like this pain that goes down your rear end and your upper thigh, and it's really awful. And so I love to just lay on my side and have the pressure of the Lavabag and the gravity soothe that pain with the heat and the pressure. My number 7 is that I recently was sick and I had a really high fever. I was so cold and I couldn't get on top of the chills. And so my cute kids, they actually know how to heat up my Lavabag for me and brought it to me, and I put this one across my feet and draped this one across my body, and that was able to help me to get over the coldness of a fever. And my last way, number 8, is actually has to do with my kids again. They sometimes wake up with a nightmare, or they're just scared of spiders or zombies or other weird things in the middle of the night, and they can't go back to sleep. So I love to heat up the bag, and I do it on a shorter time period so that it's not as hot for them. But I put this on their little bodies, and that helps them to feel comfort, and rub their little feet with essential oils. And it's like I'm leaving a little hug with them that is able to help them fall back asleep. And my number 9, you didn't know there were 9, is my bonus way. And that is right now, during this video that I was kind of nervous to film, just having my Lavabags on me does just make me feel comfortable and safe as I share these ways with you. Hopefully these ideas will help you get optimal use out of your heat bag. And if you're wondering if a Lavabag is very different from a normal heat bag, there's only one way to find out, and that is by trying it out yourself. It is magical. It is going to help you in so many ways that you probably don't even realize that you need. I wasn't always a heat bag person, but now I am sold, such that I even have a microwave in my bathroom so I can easily heat up my Lavabag whenever I need it, which is very frequently. And thanks for watching.